You know, in political functions, usually the most senior politician speaks last and the junior one goes first. And Rigathi has been observing this order of protocol. How so? Anawachia wale wanasiasa wadogo waongee wiki mzima, then on Sunday usiku he gets the last word. Now in this video, I want to walk you through what Rigathi had to say over Sunday, and with no further ado, let's get after it. First up, yesterday the Pope was officially laid to rest, as you can see in these images. Now it's rather symbolic that they opted to bury him on a Sunday because that's the Sabbath, the day when God rested. But that aside, our representative at the Pope's funeral was supposed to be Moses Masika Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly. Lakini sababu rais anapenda kuzunguka kila mahali, he made sure that after he's done in China, he went to Rome despite him already having sent Wetangula to represent him. In fact, here they are in this video. And now, here's Rigathi downsizing the president back to reality.
Meona ndugu yangu William Ruto ametuma Wetangula mazishi ya Pope akapeleke rizara ya rabirabi. Alafu mwenyewe hatosheki ameenda mpaka huko. That is the kind of president we have. He does not trust anybody to do anything. A message of condolence. Ametuma speaker. Speaker ametumia pesa ya umma, public money, to go to Rome to represent the country. Then president ametoka China ameenda huko. So what was the use ya kutumia pesa ya serikali kutuma Wetangula if he was going? But that is William Ruto. He does not trust anybody. He wants to do everything. Mpaka condolence message mwenyewe anaenda.
You know, in government, officials love trips so much. Si rais peke yake akona hii shida. Even in ministries, when there is a small function in Kisii, they send the juniors. But when there is a trip to Belgium, the senior officials want to take to the skies. Ni tabia mbaya sana because there is no incentive, there is no reward for the juniors. Mdosi anakutuma to worthless things when there is something important, they must be there. I know a few relatives who have worked in government, some for years and years on end, but they've only been outside the country twice or thrice. Zile zingine zote zinamezwa na mdosi. If you cannot do the small work, you should not do the big one. If you cannot take a trip to Kakamega, you should not take a trip to Belarus or China or India or Brazil. No, render your services unequivocally. Although to be honest, sijui shida itaisha lini, sababu kama rais akona hiyo tabia, what about those in the executive? They'll follow the head. Now the second thing worth noting from Gachagwa's speech yesterday, the deceit of President Ruto apparently stinks to the high heavens. I say this cause I'm just slowly learning how cunning the president is. From writing nasty speeches for people in his entourage to go read and then he speaks like he has nothing to do with it, he has now graduated to paying people to jumpstart impeachments. Just listening to Rigathi exposing how CS Roku, back when he was MP, was paid $40,000 by the president to jumpstart the impeachment of Mithika Linturi. Here's a tip.
Kakula lunch na rais. Kamwambia rais huyu, Roku huyu, ndio anatatiza waziri wetu Linturi. Na ndio anachukua masignature ya kufukuza waziri wetu. Na huyu waziri hana makosa. Rais anajifanya, ni yeye. Ni huyu anafanya. Wewe Roku, sitaki hiyo maneno. Haya. Asema wewe Rigathi sasa ni sawa, niwachie hii mtu ninyorosha yeye. Mimi nikatoka nikaenda. Roku akaenda akaitwa kaongea na rais. Roku alikuja kunitafuta. Akatoa pesa kibunda. $40,000. Akaniambia ndio hili nimepatiwa na rais, nimeambiwa niendelee kuchukua signature ya kukuza Linturi. Nikaita Linturi. Nikamwambia rais ndio mwenye kutumana signature utole. Linturi anasema au si huyu William Ruto amelala kwangu maua. Anaweza kunifanyia hivi. Nikamwambia iko namna hiyo. So siku ile lienda ikashindikana. Na ni mzuri nieleze. Linturi akaokolewa pale bunge.
Now can you just imagine? Mithika Linturi is somebody who has hosted the president in his own homestead. He's also somebody who has campaigned for the president, ensuring that he gets there. And once he gets there, he takes $40,000. And the bribes are always in foreign currency. Because in Indogo, hata ukipewa 10 million in pounds, you can keep it in your coat na unatembea unaenda. So Roku was called and given $40,000 as per Gachagwa's words to go and jumpstart the impeachment of somebody from his own backyard. And this is somebody who hosted you in their homestead. Bibi yake akapika, mkakula, ulipewa mahali ya kulala, ulioga pale, you were safe, they did not stab you in the back while you are sleeping, but when you get a chance, you stab them in the back. That is how politics is. And I always tell people, if you are a kind-hearted person, you are a clean person, don't engage in politics. Don't engage in politics. There's no way you can be clean in politics. Lazima, at one point or another, you will end up wallowing in the mud. It is a game of deceit and betrayal, and there is no limitations. They will betray allies, they will betray the voters, which is why munakuwa abducted, wengine are being killed, munaambiwa tutaongeza ushuru, inaongezwa na mambo zingine mingi. Deceitful leadership should come to an end in this country, and 2027 is the best time to do it. Those who lied to Kenyans that hawataongeza ushuru na wakaongeza, they should be sent home. There has to be that history of ukidanganya wa Kenya, they send you home, so that in future generations they can have something to look back at. They can say, yo, if you tell people utapunguza ushuru ama ati hautaongeza na uongeze, utafanywa kama yule kiongozi wa 2022. Yeye aliambia watu hivyo na akatumwa nyumbani that next election, despite having the state machinery and everything. Na ukirudi hivyo tena, kuna mwingine alienda nyumbani 2032. Let us have a history of one-term presidents. Ndo watu wajue the people are supreme, second only to God. Leaders you come third because you are serving the people who are serving God. Sasa watu wachukue vitambulisho, 2027 will deal with this kasumba ya deceit holistically. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below. Do you think Rigathi is right on the money, or is he just out to spite the president? Do drop me your comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for mzitowafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing MPESA as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.